What's up, fam? I am Chosen144. Just wait for some people to join. Greetings, Earthlings. Changing the time up so I can touch a different demographic, you know what I'm saying? Welcome, Gladmar. All is well. All is always well. That's like an ultimate truth, fam. You know what I'm saying? All is well. I trust all is well in your world. Just waiting for some fam to join. I don't go live very often. Lately, I've just been guided to go live every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Hi, Thomas, how are you? I trust all is well. Feel free to put in the comments where you're watching from, what country, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Blue Star? I trust all is well at this time. Hello, Los Angeles. Queen Pen King. Kim. What's up? Very well, Flow Rider. All good. Hello from Norway. What's up, Norway? What's up, Florida? Excuse me. Ragamuffin Vision. Hey, bro. Cincinnati, Ohio. What's up? Mole S from Vegas. Shout out to Vegas. Come one, come all. Texas, sunny Delipsy. I hope I'm saying that right. Excuse me if I don't say names right. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. My throat chakra has been attacked today. Something shocking. I was doing readings earlier and yeah, the throat chakra has been attacked. Still cold there. It's all good. Enjoy the cold with the warmth. Thank you. Steve Lawson, what's up? From Chicago, Chi-Town. Happy Friday. And Kelly, it's actually Saturday here in Australia, but what's up? Happy Friday. Come one, come all. I was asked a question a few times. I've been guided to go live and take notice of some of the questions. I'm going to stop reading these just for a little bit, so bear with. And I've had a lot of questions about, you know, how do I get started? I'm in hermit mode. What do I do? And things like that. Apart from trust your intuition, literally meditate and trust your intuition, I guide everybody to start making changes as required. You know what I'm saying? These changes will pertain to what you're eating, what you're consuming. So I said eating and consuming. There's a reason why I said that. What you're consuming, as in like what you're eating and drinking, but also what you're consuming with these physical eyes here. You know what I'm saying? You know, Hollywood, subliminal messages and shit like that in movies, and what you're consuming audibly. So some of these frequencies that are in some of this repetitive, newer music, they are speaking to the subconscious. They are keeping you at a low vibration. So making changes with what you're consuming, what you're watching, what you're hearing, and being very selective in that sense, you will feel what's right and you will feel what's wrong. Start to read the energy, okay? So make changes there. You will be guided to start eating whole foods as opposed to anything processed. You may be guided to remove all meat from your diet. Yes, fish and everything as well. Meat does, it carries a shitload of parasites. And these parasites will take control over different parts of your body. You know what I'm saying? And they will cause inflammation in joints. They will cause gut irritation. They will cause mind manipulation, brain fog, and things like that. So you will be guided to start eating just whole foods. You may be guided to quit meat. And this will be a gradual process. And then you may be guided to look into parasite cleansing, to rid your body of parasites. And everybody walking around has parasites. No matter what anyone thinks, every single being has parasites within them. Now, parasites don't just come from meat. I know that. There was lots of comments around that. So make changes in your consumption, okay? Try your best not to doom scroll. I understand when you go into hermit mode, you're going to become a learning machine, and you're going to be having all sorts of spiritual shit, tarot readings, and all sorts of spiritual knowledge popping up in your algorithm. It's up to you to discern what's fact and what's fiction, because there's a lot of bullshit out there, and there are a lot of people that are watching things and they're not meditating on it, and they are just regurgitating. They are just teaching it like it's gospel, and they haven't actually discerned what's fact and what's fiction. You know what I'm saying? So just be right onto that shit. Next up, so consumption's number one. What you consume with your eyes, your ears, what you're eating, and all the rest of it. Water. No tap water. Okay, no tap water. There are many things contaminating water, okay? And same goes for the bottled water in plastic bottles in the stores. You know what I'm saying? If you analyze the water, it is loaded with crap. Fluoride, it is highly acidic. So do your best to consume alkaline water. You can get like systems that are a bit pricey that can filtrate water and things like that, but just filter your water as best as possible. You know what I'm saying? And no tap water. It's got fluoride, it's got fucking hormones and shit in it. That's why there's all this confusion with gender and all that. It is there by design to keep us stuck, you know. Fluoride, as we know, calcifies the pineal gland, your third eye, and keeps people stuck. Also, the second thing is try to minimize Wi-Fi. Now, I understand everybody uses Wi-Fi, especially for what we're doing here, but minimize it, especially when you're resting and things like that. Switch off the Wi-Fi. It is disrupting your biomagnetic field. It is disrupting your aura, your energy field, your Taurus field, whatever you resonate with. So minimize Wi-Fi. Also, please, I ask you, this is super important. Meditate. Even if you meditate just for 5 minutes a day, you will see results. You will begin to see results. You'll become clearer. You will literally, like meditation, you know, I've heard it best described. I like an analogy where if there is a puddle of water, like on dirt or whatever, and you mess up the puddle of water and it's all messed up, you know, and cloudy with dirt or mud or whatever, that's our minds just being bombarded with crap, subliminal messages via music and via entertainment and things like that. And just our day-to-day, you know, what we do day to day, there's all this chatter going on upstairs. There's like a fucking tennis match back and forth just going on. Should I do this? What should I do? What am I doing tomorrow? I wish I didn't do that. Oh, if only I had done this. And it's just constant chatter in your head. So we want to clear that up. We're being bombarded with all sorts of subliminal shit that is speaking to the subconscious and has a whole lot of confusion going on upstairs. Meditation is like allowing that water to settle so that you can see clearly. So please, I ask that you just begin to meditate. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Set a timer on your phone if you're not good with if you're struggling with calming the mind and struggling with just focusing on your breathing. Just work up to it, and before you know it, you'll be meditating for hours. You'll be craving it. Okay, the answers are imprinted within. You know what I'm saying? You have access to information, and you have access to further use of your brain. Okay, like you literally currently are using around 10% of your brain. We want to activate all of it, baby. Okay, so we want to activate the right brain. Cast your net to the right. You would have heard that in scriptures. We want to activate all of these dormant brain cells. So consumption, I recommend giving up the meat, even fish, and praying over food is bullshit. Okay? Praying over your food means fuck all. So I want you to be really, really clear on that. If you've been told, oh, you just pray over your meat and that means you can be a blood-sucking vampire and it's fine. No, it's not. It's not that way. Okay? You're deciding whether you want to allow parasites in, and they are not only physical parasites. These parasites are spiritual as well. You know what I'm saying? You're opening portals to this shit. Not only that, karma. Okay? You are taking on all of the karma and trauma of that animal that was in fear before they were led to slaughter. Animals read energy. You know what I'm saying? And they are all in great fear before they're led to slaughter. You know what I'm saying? And we are not blood-sucking, murderous killers. But by partaking in eating meat, even fish, this is what's happening. Okay? So make your choice. And I don't judge. If somebody chooses to eat meat, that's fine. I do not judge. But the choice is yours. Okay? I'm just answering the question as to how to get started on your ascension path. So consumption's huge. No tap water, no bottled water. Filter your water, okay? Even if it's just one of those little jug filters, anything is better than just consuming straight up crap, okay? And meditation is key, so go within, okay? This is your temple. That's why we look after it via what we consume, paying attention to what we consume, and we use the temple. We go within, okay? The kingdom of heaven is in here. It's not a physical place, okay? You're in hell already. You incarnated in hell, okay? That's what matter is. That's what this realm is. You incarnated in hell, in sin, the sine wave. That's what sin is, the sine wave. That's why you see the double helix is that shape. That's why you see the dollar sign is that shape. Sin, sine, okay? So you're basically in hell and you're making your way back home, okay? It's your birthright to exist in heaven on earth. Make your choice, okay? And all of these sins, they're just choices. It's not like you're going to be burning in flames and all of this shit. It's just being aware that your choices have an aftermath. Like you will be held accountable for your choices. So you look after your physical, fast when you're guided to. So that's why you hear of like the 7 deadly sins. Gluttony. Just don't overeat and don't eat shit. Don't eat processed crap. Envy. Don't have fear, basically, because all of these things, they tie back into fear. They tie back into emotion. So, if you are envious of someone, you are fearing that someone has something you don't. If you are hating on someone, you are fearing that there's some sort of fucking competition, and you're swinging on ghosts. There's no competition. You know what I'm saying? It's all just fear-based bullshit that we've been programmed to be experiencing. So this crap, 144 people watching. What's up? First time. Thank you, Spirit. So this is how it works. There is not, oh, if you do this and if you do that, you're going to burn in hell, you're going to hell when you die and things like that. No, we are born here and it's our choice whether we want to make the right choices to exist in our own heaven on earth that we create and then ascend thereafter and escape this soul trap. You know what I'm saying? You decide. If you stay attached to these things that we're being distracted by, if you stay attached to crap foods, if you stay attached to addictions and distractions and entertainment and all of these illusions, you will be stuck. You will reincarnate because you've decided to stay attached. You know what I'm saying? Heaven is your birthright, and you will start to be guided to make the right choices to create heaven on earth. And the next thing is, so there's consumption. There is fasting when you're guided to. There is no tap water and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And people will speak on, oh, that's a conspiracy theorist. That's a, where's your tinfoil hat and all that shit. That is by design as well. They want people that are speaking the truth to be labeled as crazy. And they want people that are stuck in the illusion to be pushing that illusion further and further around. You know what I'm saying? So be proud to be in your truth. Always be authentic. You know what I'm saying? Where was I? So pay attention also to what's going on in your chart. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, look into your chart, your astrological chart. It will let you know, in a sense, what's coming up. It will let you know what's on the cards for you. I am telling you. So look into that. Also, off the back of that, each month, the moon is in your sun sign. So whatever your sun sign is, that's your actual zodiac sign, based on when you were born. Your sun sign, the moon will be in that once a month, okay? And it'll be for 2, maybe 3 days. You will be guided to fast during those days, okay? And meditate during those days. This will assist with your ascension like you wouldn't believe. This will raise the Kundalini energy, okay? Now, when we're meditating, I prefer to just sit quietly. I prefer to always make a mudra, and you'll be guided as to what's best for you. But I like to make a mudra, so touch fingers here. Always do this. This is huge, okay? And just sit in a nice straight up posture. This is just so that your breathing apparatus is aligned. You know what I'm saying? Close your eyes or have your eyes half closed. Depends on what's best for you. If you want to sort of focus on just that vision through a half closed eyes, that's fine. If you're doing that, light a candle or something like that. It's good to burn an incense. It's good to be in nature and hear birds or be at the ocean for audio. This just stimulates the physical senses so that you can reach that flow state. It sort of just keeps the physical senses at bay. So if you want to stimulate the vision, you just light a candle and have your eyes half closed. Burn incense, that takes care of the olfactory senses, the smell and the taste. And for sound, the ocean's good, nature sounds, birds, whatever the fuck. Some people like to put on a frequency, that's good too. Just make sure it's an accurate frequency, okay? Because we're being bombarded with bullshit. And just sit and breathe in through your nose, out through your nose is best, because we need to press our tongue to the roof of our mouth. This is super important. You know what I'm saying? This shorts the circuit, so to speak. So we need our teeth gently closed, tongue pressed gently to the roof of the mouth, eyes closed or half closed, If you want to burn a candle, do that. I close my eyes and just be in there. And you just breathe slowly, long and deep. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, you've been receiving messages. Okay, before you know it, you've been receiving messages. You are getting downloads of information, and it will hit later. So meditation, it's not something where you get instant gratification. That's why a lot of people are like, it's so hard to meditate. I don't get meditation. It doesn't do anything and things like that. It does. It's just not one of those things where somebody just rocks up and gives you a message, or, you know, you receive it there and then. Sometimes you do, but a lot of the times you will receive the messages later that day, a week down the track, or you'll have a huge emotional release a week down the track, or, you know, a month down the track, literally. But if you have any sort of question that you need an answer to, if you want any form of guidance, just think on it, request an answer. Okay, don't pray for an answer, request an answer. And sit in meditation. It will come to you. And meditate often, and you will have emotional releases. You will just be doing something and you will just start bawling your eyes out, and it will be a byproduct of the meditation you did earlier that day, earlier that week, whatever the fuck. Okay, this is really, really important. Okay, so I'm just sort of, I'm repeating myself over and over again. Even you'll start to see some of my videos, I'll touch on similar things or the same things, because I'm trying to drum this home, okay? We are raising the frequency here, and it's an inside job. If you want to change your reality, go within. If you want to change for the better in your life, change you, okay? You have no control over anything else. So this is why I say release everything that no longer serves your higher self, your highest good. And these decisions that you're making to do this, they are not always, I want to word this correctly, they can be challenging, okay? You will know who's for you and who's not, and you will start to be guided to get away from certain things. People, places, and things. And people that are still sort of stuck, let's just say, people that don't see things the way you do after your awakening, it's not for you to try and wake them up. You can't. If they're going to wake up, they're going to wake up. And it will be after they've been activated by an activator, or it will be just that internal alarm clock that they decided upon before they incarnated here. It's just the way it works, you know what I'm saying? So I've had a lot of people saying that they've tried, you know, they're waking other people up and things like that. Try not to make that a focus, because it's all an inside job. It's all you. It's all you. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, once you've sort of started to course correct as far as your consumption with these eyes, with these ears, and what you're eating and drinking and things like that, and you've looked into a parasite cleanse maybe and things like that, you've dedicated yourself to whole foods rather than anything that's processed, and you've started this meditation journey, whether it's just minutes a day or whatever, just make sure it's consistent, okay? And you've focused on, you know, not sinning. And when I say sinning, I'm not talking about it in a fucking religious way. I'm just saying, don't have hate for others, okay? It's fear-based. Don't be jealous. Don't wrath, you know what I'm saying? Don't lash out, you know what I'm saying? That you're giving your energy away. That's all that is. If somebody's getting a fucking emotional or angry response or a negative response out of you, it's them taking your energy. It's a vampire. So don't give your energy away at all. online, you know, in person. Don't give your energy away. If something triggers you, address it yourself. It's got nothing to do with anything outside of you. If somebody triggers you, you have something you need to address. They may push the buttons, but you created those fucking buttons, okay? Somewhere along the track in your lifetime, in this lifetime, there was an event that forced you to suppress a part of you to feel safe, to feel like you're accepted, to feel loved. You know what I'm saying? We're reversing that programming. So if something triggers you, meditate on it. What triggered me? Why in the fuck did that trigger me? Oh, okay, that happened back when I was a teenager and I felt this sort of way. And you process it and then you release it. You choose to forgive. Everything comes back to forgiveness, fam. Unconditional love, forgiveness, and non-judgment. If somebody has a different point of view than you, you are giving your energy away trying to change their point of view. You can just share your version, your information, and they can use their discernment. And if it's planted the seed, it's planted the seed. If it hasn't hit home at all, that's fine too. It's not part of their story, obviously, but you cannot let it affect you. You must be aware, okay? Be the observer. Don't get involved in any back and forth with any bullshit, okay? If somebody comes to me with a belief system that is anything other than what I already know to be definitely true for me, because I'm an authentic motherfucker, I am just going to smile and nod. I'm not going to force anything onto anyone. The choice is yours. Like it's up to you, and use your discernment. You know what I'm saying? Because anything I say, I want you to question it. I want you to go, okay, that's different information. I want to go and check that out. You know what I'm saying? And you can get a version from this person, him, her, they, whatever. And you've still got to make the decision yourself. Okay? So that's why meditation is key. And you will receive light. You will receive fractals of light, angles of light. These are your angles of light, okay? So when I'm channeling, I am receiving information. I'm allowing information in via my pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? Your angels are angles of light. And you are receiving messages all day, every day. And you are missing a lot of them, okay? I want to make this abundantly clear. You have a spirit team. You have literally spirits that are assigned on the other side, in another realm, the realm we can't see with these physical eyes, and they work off of free will. So everybody has a spirit team. Call on them for protection. Call on them for answers. Call on them to reveal your hidden enemies. But then be ready and pay attention and meditate and be clear. Like, be clear in yourself. So no addictions, no substances, no alcohol and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And you will receive answers. You will receive messages. You will remember skill sets that you had in other lifetimes. You can access different versions of you on different timelines, because the truth is everything is happening right now. You when you were 2 years old, you when you're 85 years old, and you right now, it's all happening right now. That's why people say divine time, because time isn't real. The future isn't real. The past isn't real. Okay? It's a place that this subconscious mind will take you a lot of the time. The past is regret. The future is anxiety and shit like that. But everything's happening right now. There is a lot of power in that information. Always pay attention to now. And the universe is a fabric of layers, a fabric of timelines. There is a timeline with you on it that is homeless and addicted to a substance. There is a timeline with you on it that is a billionaire yacht collector. There is a timeline with you on it that is a gold medalist gymnast. You can access any version of you. Okay? They all exist. You can literally switch timelines, and it's subtle. You're not going to just suddenly see a big portal open and you walk through. On this call, on this live or whatever, sorry, I'm used to saying call from my clients, but literally, we have all switched timelines thousands of times based on our emotions, based on our state of being, based on our thoughts, because these are connected, right? Your thoughts govern your state of being, your emotions, and your emotions govern what's happening out there. As above, so below, as within, so without. It's the same as above, so below, as within, so without. You know what I'm saying? So always pay attention to your thoughts. This will govern your state of being. That's why you can turn your mood around via thought. And you will switch timelines accordingly. And it is subtle. So if you get up every morning and be grateful for something, and it's not actually in your reality yet, but you feel the energy as though it is, you know that it's already in your reality, and you feel the emotion and gratitude for that thing, whatever it is for you. Could be love, could be wealth, could be anything, a particular, version of you. It's going to start to align. It will light up. That timeline with that version of you on it is going to light up, and it's going to start to align with you, and you'll deviate and you'll come back into alignment and you'll deviate, and then eventually things will start to happen. And this is how you create with your mind. Okay. People are suffering as a result of their mind state and their state of being. Okay. And it's not people's fault. They've been fucking programmed. Like I said in my last live, Aries, the head, the RAM. We are programmable, just like RAM in a computer. And again, I'll say it again. That's why our earlier years are called our formative years. Like from age 4 to age 10 or whatever, they're the formative years because we're formatting. Okay, we're programming. So be aware that everything is a form of programming. Okay, become the observer. Release what no longer serves your higher self. This is belief systems. This is ways of thinking. This is things that you say, okay? Because words are spells, very powerful spells. Words are an energetic footprint that you're sending out into the ether. They don't want us to know about ether. I'm not even going to touch on that in this. But the universe will return that energy to you multiplied, okay? It's a universal law, cause and effect. So start to think about and be aware of the words that you speak, the thoughts you're having, and your state of being, because this will govern your reality. This will create your reality every time. And, there's a lot of verbal programming. It's sort of like money doesn't grow on trees. Money goes out faster than it comes in. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, things like that. And they are very, very negative programming. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? You know what I'm saying? And it's age old, it's been passed on and passed on. But all of these, things that people are saying, they're a form of programming that it has us stuck. And people have been fooled into believing that God is outside of them. God is something external to them, like a separate, completely separate thing that's going to save them. No, God is, you're a piece of God. You know what I'm saying? God is in here, and nobody has the right to be claiming that they have a higher access to God and things like that. You know what I mean? These groups that have belief systems and stuff like that, they've been fooled, okay? And they're actually worshipping the opposite, okay? So I got to say it, the R word, you know, these belief systems, they are worshipping Satan. They are doing blood rituals, drinking the blood, eating the body. They are doing this. That's an inverted cross. That is cutting off the connection between mind and heart. You know what I'm saying? Soul and spirit. Like, I'm telling you, it has been done by design. Okay? A long time ago, there were mystery schools. There were occult schools that taught like a sacred knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And they were destroyed. And then this thing was created and the scriptures were grabbed at and they were moved around and words were changed and things like that, and things were taken out. And there was this belief created, and there are 3,000 different sort of versions, and they're all a fucking scam. Okay? They're all a scam. God is you. You are God. Okay? Just think of God as the ocean. And if you took a cup of water, you are soul. Okay? You don't have a soul. You are soul. You have a body. Okay? Your soul first. That's the water. And the cup is this vehicle. And if you write your name in all capital letters on the cup, that's your persona that you have been programmed to be. Okay? You are not your name in all capital letters. Okay? Your blood family is not your family. Okay? For the most part, they're karmics. Some of them are souls that you've spent incarnates with, and they're your soul tribe. But for the most part, they're karmics. That's why a lot of people awaken and they completely will drop their blood family, because their soul knows that they've got a mission. That's what they came here to do. And B, they designed a particular classroom for themselves, so to speak. They designed a particular bunch of lessons to learn, and they've assigned a family. They've assigned soul contracts with friends and spouses and, you know, evil fucks that come into your reality and things like that to learn lessons. And yes, there are evil entities that will invade that as well too. But you are heavily protected. You are all powerful. You know what I'm saying? And by looking after you and not falling for all the distractions and all of the illusions and all of that shit, and trusting your intuition, you're going to form a energy protection. Okay? It's like your aura is protecting you, basically. And you have a spirit team, like I said, that are assigned to guide you, assigned to keep you in alignment. If you're starting to deviate, they're assigned to give you messages and guidance. But the good part is everything's already happened. Like I said, everything's happening. Everything is happening right now. It's already happened. Everything's divinely orchestrated, fam. Everything's divinely orchestrated. It's very, very clever. It's very, very cool. You should be very, very excited. And I know a lot of people are frightened at this time because they're waking up and they're coming to this realization of all these harsh truths and things like that. Just work through it. One thing at a time. Just do what's in front of you. Don't overwhelm yourself. Okay? That's why I'm giving you steps here. Your consumption, what you're eating and what you're drinking. Your consumption, what you're taking in through your eyes, your ears. Meditate. If you're guided, work with crystals. Some crystals you won't resonate with, and that's okay. Okay? Some crystals will be great for one person, and they'll swear by them and they'll say this and that, and you may not like working with that particular crystal. It doesn't mean that that's a bad crystal. It just means that that particular crystal, it doesn't work with your energy field. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I won't go too deep into that, but you'll be guided, okay? Call on your spirit team. This shit's very real. This shit is very real. This realm is literally, it's a simulation. You get to create whatever you want, but there are key holders, okay? The ones that created time, the ones that there are these elites, you know what I'm saying? The deletes that are trying ever so hard to keep control, but it's too late. You know what I'm saying? We've entered a new age. The Bronze Age is out. That was the age of darkness and evil and shit like that. We are in the golden age, and nothing can stop what's happening. We are here. We're raising the frequency. We are ushering in a new reality, okay? And this is heaven on earth, fam. A lot of you will resonate with the fact that this is your last time here. You're not doing this again, okay? You're actually going home after this. But you have a mission here before that. Always spread kindness, spread love. Do not judge. If you don't resonate with something someone's saying, you can lovingly hit delete. You can remove that person from your experience. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, leave it. Because there is a lot of distraction in the form of energy vampires and spiritual parasites, and they will be placed in your path to trigger your emotions, okay? Now, this is like a lesson and a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Give gratitude when someone triggers you, but also read the energy and fuck them off out of your life. But whatever they manage to do to trigger you, pay attention to the trigger. What triggered you? Why were you triggered? Meditate on it. And you will arrive at a core belief that is tied to an event that took place in your life at some point or in a past life. And you will choose to forgive it and release it. The key to ascension is forgiveness. And I am seeing so much bullshit about forgiveness where, you know, it's just all about acceptance and all of that shit. No, that's a fucking scam as well. Forgiveness, true forgiveness, is arriving at 100% approval of that event that took place. Okay, 100% approval, no matter what it is. I'm here to tell you, if you can think of something that was less than pleasant that could take place in someone's reality, it's happened in this lifetime for me. Okay? I've designed a fucking doozy of a lesson this time. And it's so that I can help people out. Light workers train in the dark. And I have walked through it. I got photos and I bought the fucking t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So if this is resonating, follow these instructions, okay? And everything in the scriptures is basically a manual. And it talks to ascension. Everything, okay? Like, when the moon is in your sun sign once a month, this occurs once a month, every month, for 4 days, over that period that the moon is in your sun sign, you know, the scriptures say the Israelites wandered for 40 days, 40 nights, whatever. It's numerology. There is no zero. So 4, okay? 4 days. That's when you meditate. That's when you fast. That's when you, while you're meditating, you raise the energy. Now, to raise the energy, your energy centers must be aligned. So your root chakra must be balanced. And don't ever listen to anyone that says your chakras are blocked. If you had blocked energy centers, you would unalive. Okay, so it's just about bringing them into balance. They're out of balance or they're in balance. Now, your root chakra, that release all fear. That will have you in alignment. Okay, release all fear. Because like I said, all this negative shit, like hate, jealousy, fucking, wrath, all of that shit, it's tied into fear. It's all tied into fear. So release all fear. Root chakra. The sacral chakra. Create. Realize that you're the creator. Have a side project that you're creating. Journal. That's why a lot of people will journal. Okay? So this is a good way to get out all of your feelings and emotions and release them and forgive whatever's happened and things like that. Journal it out. Create something. Create a side project. Write a book. Go online. Share your story. Make some music. Write poetry. Cook. Healthy foods. Whatever the fuck it is. Create. Sacral chakra. Balance. You know what I'm saying? Your solar plexus. Create boundaries. Release everything that no longer serves your highest good. People, places, and things, fam. You know what I'm saying? Solar plexus chakra. Heart chakra. Forgiveness. Unconditional love. Non-judgment. Okay? Take nothing personal. Nothing's about you. Don't make assumptions. Okay? And always mean what you say and be authentic. Heart chakra. Throat chakra. Again, authenticity. Speak your truth. Stop lying to yourself. Stop making excuses. Okay? Realize that anything that no longer serves you and you're doing is a distraction to keep you from doing what you know you should be doing. Okay? So be authentic, speak your truth always, and stop lying to yourself. Throat chakra. Third eye chakra. Meditation. No fluoride, no tap water. Watch your consumption. Okay? Do your shadow work. Clear up the subconscious. Crown chakra. Know that you are a percentage of God. The Most High, that's the sun. You're a person. You're a percentage of the sun, okay? These are aligned now. Pay attention. Meditate. Raise the kundalini over the 4 days that the moon is in your sun sign. And you will be guided to fast. You will be guided to meditate and raise the energy and press the tongue to the roof of your mouth during meditation. Okay? There is a substance. Okay? There is a sacred substance. And it comes down through your claustrum. Okay? Santa Claustrum. Santa Claus. Okay? It's a gift that goes down the chi in me, the chimney. Okay? And it literally stores at this time when the moon is in your sun sign, down in your lower vertebrae, your sacrum. You know what I'm saying? And you raise that energy back up, but you cannot be overeating. So you got to be fasting. You must retain your sexual energy, your sacral energy. Okay? So retain females and males. No sexual release. Okay? Look into white tantra if you resonate with that, or just abstain, just chill, because eating any acidic bullshit like alcohol and things like that, and releasing your sexual energy will squander this sacred oil. They call it the Christos, okay, the chrism. The charisma. Now, Jesus died at 33, right? You have 33 vertebrae. Jacob's ladder, 33 steps. You raise that energy up, okay? And it will make its way back up to the brain. And it will activate the pituitary gland, which will release like a milk-type substance. And your pineal gland that will release like a honey type substance. You know what I'm saying? Serotonin and dimethyltryptamine, the land of milk and honey. Okay? And this will lay dormant at the optic thalamus for 3 days. 3 days, it will die. And as it's raising up, it will cross the vagus nerve and make this shape before it dies. So the sacred chrism, Christ, dies on the cross for 3 days. Then it activates the right brain, your 13th cranial nerve. And all of those dormant brain cells light the fuck up. Why do you think I can speak on so much knowledge? You know what I'm saying? You gain access to the full capacity of your brain. Okay? They don't want us to do this. The scriptures explain it all, and it's all allegorical. When Jacob reached the place of God, he said, I shall call this pineal. You know what I'm saying? And it's in front of us. It's everywhere. It's all in front of us. You'll see it in nursery rhymes. You'll even see it in stories. You know what I'm saying? Pinocchio told lies. He wasn't authentic. You know what I'm saying? And he was guided to the fun island where they were drinking and you know, trusting snakes that were guiding him off course and stuff like that. Pinocchio, pineal gland, occhio, eye, third eye. And when they went to the fun island, they started to turn into what? Jackasses. NPCs, you know what I'm saying? Slaves to their own bullshit. You've got to pay attention here. You know, Humpty Dumpty. That's the moon. Waning and waxing. It's also the female's menstrual cycle. It's talking about, it's literally, it's in front of us, okay? You know, can never be put back together again. You've got to pay attention to what they're putting in front of us. 144 likes. Thank you, everyone. Make your choice, okay? You do have a choice, but I can guarantee soul, your soul, you, the real you, has decided already. That's why you awoken, and that's why you've started to make these changes. And I know that at first it's really fucking scary and shit like that. Give gratitude. Know that there is a realm that is much realer than this fucking simulation. And you are heavily protected. And you have a spirit team that have been assigned. I guarantee I'm talking to somebody that has had almost paranormal experiences where their ass has been saved. And you didn't necessarily call on your team. It's just that's when they can actually intercept. You know, if you're really getting out of alignment with your story. Your intuition has saved your ass that many times that your angels, they will put thoughts in your mind, okay? And you'll know whether it's your energy or your angles, or if it's something else intruding, you'll know, okay? You'll read the energy. You'll go, hang on, that's not how I think. And you call your energy back, and you call on your team to protect your energy. And you know nothing's more powerful than you are. That's the ultimate truth. I didn't say you're the most powerful. I said nothing is more powerful than you. There's a big difference, okay? But that is the best form of spiritual protection that you could ever ask for, okay? Raza, evil eye trinkets and all that shit, crystals and stuff like that, black obsidian, tourmaline and stuff like that. They're all nice to-dos, and they're great for a lot of people's energy. But the only true form of spiritual protection that you need is knowing that nothing is more powerful than you. Know it, okay? You are God. You represent God. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with religion. That's a fucking scam. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to protect this occult knowledge, okay? Occulto just means what's hidden. They're trying to make it sound satanic. They try, you know, and these poor, beautiful people, just follow. They just follow. I'm talking to the black sheep. I'm talking to the generational curse breakers. I'm talking to people that have literally decided that they are course correcting their lineage, their soul's lineage. Okay, it's got nothing to do with fucking your physical bloodline. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have a soul tribe, you have a soul family, and you decided that this time around you were getting everything right. You're graduating. Okay, and this is Earth School. This is no fucking kindergarten. This is a PhD. This shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's why it's very dense here. And you're very brave for putting your hand up as a volunteer. You know what I'm saying? We're here to assist Gaia. Enough's enough. It's a new age. We're here. Nothing's changing what's happening. Nothing. Nothing. Okay? The teachings of Yeshua are very real, you know. That was a very, very, a very, very old, how do I say this? He's a wise dude, you know what I'm saying? At a very young age. Learned how to energy heal in Tibet. Learned how to manipulate energy in Egypt. And these schools were destroyed. And the truth was hidden. And we're taking it back, okay? There are kings and queens, key holders that are here. There are angels that are here to make sure that everything works out. And it's working out better than you can imagine. So decide what you want. Follow these instructions if you wish. Listen to me if you wish, okay? But just know, you know how there's in the scriptures there was a crucifixion, apparently, a physical crucifixion, yeah, right? And there was 2 thieves either side also being crucified. These are the 2 thieves. Okay? Don't let this physical reality steal anything away from you. Heaven is your birthright, okay? It's not a physical place. You create it yourself. And then your soul goes home this time. You know what I'm saying? So the best is yet to come. But you have a mission here. That's why you're being guided to make all these changes. And that's why you're being guided to always share kindness, unconditional love, and don't judge. You know what I'm saying? We're working through the karma. We're not trying to create more of that shit. Okay? It's your time to shine now. So follow these instructions if you wish and begin to create. So know exactly what it is that you're creating and know that it's already happened. And there is no limitations, okay? There is no limitations. You get to create whatever version of you that you wish. I am telling you. I am telling you. And like I said, I've been there and done that, okay? And a lot of it was in this actual lifetime. A lot of it was in this actual lifetime. I was SA'd as a small child over and over. I was born into an evil family that practiced Santeria, that practiced black magic. I was the sacrifice. Nice try. You know what I'm saying? I was homeless. I have been an addict on every single substance you can fucking name. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with the most evil of narcissists. Oh, yeah. I've done a lot of different things. And I choose to forgive it all. I choose to forgive it all. Okay? And the new version of you, or the actual real you, is going to cost you the old version of you. Okay? So you must release everything that no longer serves the higher self. You're not going to recognize yourself. Okay? You're making changes, and it's gonna manifest as a physical glow up. It's going to manifest as a glow up financially. It's going to manifest as you realizing you're the creator and literally just creating whatever you want at will. Like, you'll see, but you must clear up all of the karma, all of the trauma. You must forgive everything and everyone, no matter what they did. No matter what they did. And if you are deciding I can't forgive, that's okay. That means that that's your story. But the choice is yours. Because choosing not to forgive is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to keel over, the other person to get sick. Choosing not to forgive will manifest as ailments. Choosing not to forgive can actually destroy you. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what they did, don't hold on. Let it go. Okay? Tear up the soul contracts. This is all done via thought. And you choose to do it. I'm not saying you have to do it right now. Forgive, forgive, forgive. That's abuse in itself. I'm just saying choose to forgive, meditate on it, journal it out, and your soul will forgive and you will arrive at 100% approval. Okay? I urge you not to fucking just sit at acceptance. It must be approval. If you're accepting, you're just suppressing further. I accept that. I still don't approve, but I accept that. You know what I'm saying? You must just... Are we back on? Let us know, fam. We back? Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I've been rambling for ages. I didn't realize time goes really quick when you're having fun. I want to say thank you so much. So your consumption, okay, with the eyes, the ears, what you're eating and that, meditate, journal, okay, do your shadow work, forgive everything, align your chakra, and when the moon's in your sun sign, follow these practices, you know what I'm saying? Lifelong friends, this will be spouses, this will be fucking jobs, this will be all sorts of stuff. You'll be guided to do some really radical stuff. Like, it'll be seemingly radical, but your soul knows what to do. You're going to be taking a lot of like, it'll seem like risk, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's just trusting the divine, okay? The universe is always going to catch you, okay? Just trust your intuition, meditate on things, make your own decisions. I want to say thank you for the amazing support, all of the super thanks, all of the donations to my PayPal. It really helps me to do my work and assist the collective. I want to congratulate you because you're doing a fantastic fucking job, and I'm proud of you, collective. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there are kings and queens and revolutionaries that, you know, the dark tried to take out. You know, they knew that we were doing what we were doing before we were even born. That's why you've had such a hard life. You know, you've been attacked constantly since birth. But rest assured, all is well. All is always well. It's all just part of it. Okay. And nothing can stop what we're doing. Okay. We incarnated here to set things straight. This is no longer a fucking prison planet. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Back on? Let us know if we're back on. I'm going to close it up. Yep, we're back on. Cool. I'm gonna close off here because we're having some issues here. But I did speak on sometimes it will manifest as wealth, and there is